Welcome, my name is Annette Garsteck, and my mission here today is to walk you through one major mistake that you can correct or avoid altogether on your professional resume. This is the 5th video in the series of common resume mistakes that you can avoid. If you've missed the previous videos, don't worry, I'm going to link them right up here for you in the upper right hand corner of your screen. If you're new here, I am so happy you joined me. My passion is helping ambitious women land their dream job to advance their career in corporate America. Let's get started. So far in this resume mistake series, we've covered the following topics: your email address, an outdated format or empty phrasing, your resume reads like a job description, boring. And last time, spelling and grammatical errors. Drum roll please for error number 5 you could be making on your resume, and that is adding a photo to your resume. You're saying to yourself, everyone can see my photos out on my social media platforms. And that is definitely so true. And the truth of the matter is probably 70% of hiring managers and recruiters will scan and screen your resume based on your social media presence anyways, but that is topic and discussion for a whole nother video. So let's get down to why you shouldn't put your photo on your professional resume. Your resume is a first impression, and it gives the hiring professional a first impression of your qualifications, your skills, and your expertise. Qualifications, skills, expertise. Now that we've established that, let's talk about, will a headshot add anything to your resume? Will your headshot help highlight your skills, your qualifications, or your expertise? I agree, a picture of you will not highlight your skills, your expertise, and any of your qualifications. So let's talk about a few reasons that I believe leaving your headshot or your photo off your resume is the way to go. Applicant tracking systems. Almost every company now uses software to post jobs out to the internet and to collect applicants for those jobs. While conducting my research for you, I found that most applicant tracking systems have trouble handling photo images and constantly reject resumes with images in them. Why spend so much time on creating the perfect resume for the job just to have it rejected by the applicant tracking system because it contains a photo file in it? The second reason that I believe it's a best practice to not include your photo in your resume is bias. As you know, in the United States, it is illegal for a hiring professional or a hiring manager to reject a candidate simply based on their age, their gender, their ethnicity, their disability, the color of their skin, their national origin, their religion. Oh my gosh, and there's so many other factors. Putting a photo on your first impression document can trigger a hiring professional's implicit or unconscious bias. So that is why I recommend you don't do it. Also, if your photo actually made it through the applicant tracking system and a person gets to review it, some companies actually have a firm policy that if a photo is submitted on a hiring document, that candidate has to be manually knocked out, so not to trigger any bias. My recommendation is, why take the chance? You've worked so hard to get so far. If you are getting through the applicant tracking system and a hiring professional is actually physically looking at your resume, don't do something to cause it to automatically or policy-wise be knocked out of the running. Another reason to leave a photo off your resume is tradition. So resume formats have a huge history, and they're fairly consistent over time, not changing really too much in the many years that we've been using resumes to actually find and hire professionals. So you don't want an old school hiring manager or hiring recruiter to knock you out because they think having a photo on your resume is unprofessional. Another reason not to put a photo on your resume is the real estate in your resume. Oh my goodness, you really only have 1-2 pages at the most to highlight all of the accomplishments and everything that you're good at. Why take up precious real estate with a photo and have to work around it for formatting? Another reason to leave your photo off your resume is precious time. Did you know that a recruiter only looks at your resume on average for 6 seconds? 6 seconds. What does that feel like? Wow, that's short, isn't it? In those 6 seconds, what do you want someone to notice about you and your experience on your resume? Comment below with that thing that makes you stand out. Now promise me that you'll go and revise your resume and include that single standout thing that just came to your mind. Another crazy job searching statistic I can tell you about is that the average job application receives 250 resumes. 250 resumes. That's wild, isn't it? Can you imagine being the hiring contact and having to get through 250 resumes? If that hiring professional has to look at 250 resumes and on average spends about 6 seconds scanning each one, that means it's going to take them 25 hours to get through just one job posting and all the applications. Make sure that your document has the right thing to be noticed. A photo is not it. I hope that you received some valuable information from this video. If I've been helpful to you, then please remember to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified every week when I upload new videos. I've put together a free guide to help you figure out the best way to prepare your social media profiles for your job search. Please go ahead and download your free copy at bit.ly Annette Garsteck. That's bit.ly/Annette Garsteck. Maybe all this talk about resume mistakes has you feeling less than confident in your job search. Lady, I understand, but you do not have to go through this alone. Let's talk, and I'll help you figure out what it is that you need to move confidently forward in your job search. I'd love to schedule 20 minutes with you. Go ahead and check out my scheduling tool at bit.ly/Annette Garsteck schedule. That's bit.ly/Annette Garsteck schedule, and let me know what 20 minutes works for you. Mark your calendar to join me next week on the next installment of the resume mistakes you should avoid.